drop a one in the chat if you guys can hear me. Just drop a quick one. Got some ones coming in. All right, good deal, well, man. Listen, this should be a really cool call. I know we've had a lot of people that got started on the platform in the last, I don't know, 7 days. It's been really crazy. And so we wanted to take this time to, go over some quick things from a training standpoint, mentality standpoint for people that, obviously want to take advantage of this. For me, it's literally been 2 weeks that I've been an affiliate here. And like many of you guys, I'm busy. We got a lot of things going on. And so we found out a lot of things over the last, 14 days or so. And a good friend of mine and business partner of mine, Mr. Shaq Shark, he's actually found out some things as well. He's been in about 21, 22 days or so. So nobody's been in a month. And so it's been growing crazy. We can do this on this call right here, but if you've had any Bitcoin deposits, just drop a $ in the chat. I just want to see who's actually got some deposits. Just drop it in the chat. So unique this opportunity, because I've never seen anything where people could actually earn instantly, right? And be able to earn an incredible income in a very fast pace. Before I bring on our guest, a couple things I just want to make sure that we do quickly, right? Because one of the things I think sometimes people don't understand, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and they were like, all right, so when I get the Bitcoin, so I get the credits and then I got to convert it into Bitcoin. I was like, no, you get credits and then you also get paid in Bitcoin. And so one of the first steps I think is going to be really important as we continue to do this is, in any business I've ever been in, your goal is to be a product of the product as soon as possible, right? So it doesn't matter if you got the $25 package, the $100 credit package, or $500, $1,000. It doesn't matter. I would literally go in there tonight and click on a product and purchase something with your credits. Like that has to be like a non-negotiable, because as you see, we go through some of the products today and kind of the layout and obviously understanding compensation is we have some really cool things. And I think your confidence, I know at least my confidence went up to an entirely different level when I saw the entire suite of things that we were actually using. And it wasn't just like, okay, hey, what is it? I don't know. No, it's like, I said, oh man, wow, I see it now. I see how valuable this is because I've paid thousands of dollars to have things like this put together. So that's kind of number one. And then number two, actually, while I'm talking about this part, I'm gonna bring on my business partner. This is the guy to actually introduce this to me, Mr. Shaq Shark. He's an incredible entrepreneur, been doing some incredible things literally with this program. And man, it's funny because we're just getting started. We've done some incredible things individually, some exceptional things together, but I believe this is going to surpass everything that we've done collectively and together in just a short period of time. So how you doing, brother? How you feeling, man? Y'all drop some fire in the chat for Mr. Shaq Shark.
I'm feeling good, man. Can you hear me?
I can, bro. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling good, brother.
Good,
man.
good.
Hey, I see them gains over there, my boy.
Hey, they coming in, man. They coming in, brother. I want to talk about something, right? I think it's more of a mentality, right? Especially for new people as they come in, because I think you can have two mentalities, right? You can have one mentality like, hey, man, I came over here because I'm trying to get lucky. And then there's some people that have come in, they're like, no, I'm trying to win and I'm trying to win big, right? And so in all transparency, when I started with Shaq, I wasn't like, hey man, what slot am I in? And where am I falling on your baby? Like I didn't care, right? Because I'm coming in because my mentality was I'm not going to wait on we would call like overflow and stuff like that, which is a very, very powerful part. But also the mentality of anybody that is getting started. I don't care where you follow. I'm gonna tell y'all the secret, right? Here's one of the things I figured out quickly. It doesn't matter what spot you fall in on the matrix. Your job when you first get started is to cycle the matrix as fast as possible. You want to get in the mix? You want to get where the people are running? I call it running with the runners. You want to run with the runners? Then you need to cycle your matrix as soon as possible. I'm talking about 25. I'm talking about the 100. Because as soon as you do that, whoever sponsored you, you go back to their main matrix board, and now you're in the mix with everybody that's moving. Because right, the only people that are on that matrix are people that are what? Either brand new or newly cycled, and they have a higher level of accountability. So what you think about that, Shaq? What you think about that, just that mentality?
Man, I can't agree more. Like the reality is, man, this is a game of speed. The name of the game is to make sure that you're constantly in motion. And the reason why the company designed the compensation plan the way it did was because it makes it like a level playing field. Everybody can make money. Anybody can make money. And also, it's this thing where in order for your matrix to fill out perfectly, like like maybe you'll get lucky once, maybe even twice, right? But for it to consistently land luck like perfectly, that means that you're doing something special, right? And in order to consistently do that, you have to be putting in personals. You have to be putting in work. Like, because that's the reason why the matrix fills in the very next spot every single time. Because nobody's going to make sure your structure is where it needs to be outside of you. You can have somebody come in like a Justin Owens, right? And that person can cycle, but the crazy part is, being able to sponsor somebody who's as productive, if not more productive than you, sounds like a cool thing until you start doing math, right? See, a lot of people like they don't understand what it's like to win at the highest level because they're not even aiming for it from the very beginning. So I say that to say this: whenever you're trying to make more money with this opportunity, it's all about making sure that you have the available spots at the bottom and the top available for the best people. And if you get started and you're not cycling for the next batch of people who are moving, the only people who are going to continuously fall in your matrix are the most productive people or the people who just got started. That's the only way that a new person is going to be in your matrix. But after your sponsor cycles off the matrix that you're on, if you stay there for too long, now you're missing the consistent momentum that they may have, and you're missing the momentum that you're supposed to create. Because if you're not cycling, that means there's no momentum there. So your people are now, if you have anybody, your people are now losing momentum. So are you, and you're missing out on potential money that you could have made. So the cool part about sponsoring somebody who's super productive is they're coded to you and they continuously come back into your matrix. The thing that sucks about that though is if they're way more productive than you are, if you do the math, if you have a person come in and they're on your left side and they're the first person you sponsor and they cycle before you do, and let's say that was the only person you signed up, like I displayed in the presentation, when they go to the right side, you only get 3 payments off of that person. The first time that they cycle, you got 4 payments. And when they go to the right side, now you only get 3 payments. Now, if you was to bring a person in and they're very productive and you get 4 payments, and then you also bring somebody else in, collect 3 payments from that person, when that person cycles again, now you're able to collect 4 payments and 3 payments all over again off of the same people, right? Like a lot of people not really thinking about it and doing the math. And you like, if 14 people is being brought in, you want to maximize how much that pays you every single time. And in order to do that, you have to consistently cycle. There's no way around it. You don't want the person who sponsored you to cycle without you, nor do you want the people below you to cycle without you. You want to consistently be in the groove of cycling. If anything, you want to be able to beat them, right? If you can. If you're beating them, what's going to happen is every time they do anything productive, the probability of it going to you is high. So you want to always be on that edge and consistently pushing yourself. And everybody who you brought in will be benefiting greatly off of what you're doing. And it creates this massive momentum. Like I'm seeing a lot of people who are on the fence about this opportunity, but before I got in, and my sponsor sponsored them and they got like, spots under my matrix when I first got started. And now they're full blown all in. And I know why. The reason is because they were just so happened to fall into my matrix and I was so productive. It made so much money. It made them say, I cannot ignore this. Now I want you to think about how powerful that idea is. I was actually commenting on this guy's post and I found it funny. And I want you guys to know about it because these are the types of situations that are happening and they can start happening in your business. A guy fell into my matrix whom I actually knew, right? I knew this guy just from being in the industry and of marketing. And I reached out to him. I said, hey, man, what you got going on? I see you in the business, X, Y, and Z. And he was like, yeah, I signed up. I don't really know much about it. I just got started. Now, he was in probably like right after me. Like I signed up, he signed up maybe a day or two later, but he wasn't really paying it any mind. He was on my $500 matrix, and I believe he probably made $3,000 off of just my efforts, just because
Mm.
he was in my top spot, right? I actually had a phone conversation with this person prior to me doing what I did in that matrix. And his energy was like, yeah, man, I just paid, just basically, I just got in to have Buddy leave me alone. He was talking about both of our sponsor. And I'm thinking, like, oh, you don't get it. Oh, okay, you don't get it. That sucks, but okay, cool. And I knew he was about to make a lot of money because I knew how productive I was planning on being in the business. And just as I thought, he made a couple $1,000s, of course. And now I see him posting on his page like, man, everybody got to see this opportunity. It's like it's happening. And he's super productive. So I'm saying that to say this. Everybody here have to recognize, like, if you want a fire to start in your business, then you have to be on fire. That's the only way. That's the only way
Yeah.
it's really going to work.
Yep,
So
that's a fact. So, all right, so just recap really quick. As soon as you get started, just go in there, like click and chat. Mr. Shark is going to kind of go through some of the stuff today. This is kind of going to be like informal, right? Because we want to put this call together. Like any like questions, understanding the matrix, understanding like where you go. We put it together. So you want to make sure you go ahead and use your credits for something, right? Just so you can see the value in it. And then number two, your focus is cycling your matrix as soon as possible, right? At minimum, I tell people, hey, look, two affiliates get you in the game, right? Two affiliates get you in the game, and you can really start running. But the people that I've seen is like, hey man, I've been in for a couple days, I ain't got nothing. Well, did you do anything? Well, nah, I ain't do nothing yet either. So, so how you? Okay. All right. Oh, I see what happened. You got excited about the stories because there are stories that people have made thousands without doing anything. But I never build a business or a game plan off of the exception, right? The kind of income that Shaq and I've made, and a lot of people like guys, y'all know we've had a little bit over 10 people just in the last 7 days make over $10,000.
that's
10
crazy.
people in the last 7 days make over 10,000. I talked to one of my boys. I was like, man, how you looking? He said, I'm over 20.
Mm,
I said, in the last 7? He was like, yeah. And I still see people like, hey, I ain't seen nobody dropping my matrix yet. Okay, y'all better stop playing around because this thing's working. So I'm Shaq. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pass it to you, bro. Because look, when I tell you, guys, the sensei of understanding how this thing works, in a lot of ways, I don't even know this stuff yet. I'm just when they call it, they say ignorance on fire. This is what this looks like. A lot of us that's learning as we go. We're figuring it out as we go. This is
yeah.
exactly what it looks like. So I'm gonna move out of the way, bro, and then I'll still be on. I gotta head to a family dinner, but I'm gonna have my phone on, so I'll still be on the call. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Perfect. Somebody made a comment. It said, "Can one of the leaders answer this question? I have a go high level agency that I've been building for 2 years. Is there a way to maintain my agency access so I can still service my clients and continue helping them build out their marketing strategies? I want to bring them over with me, but it doesn't make sense if I have to stop supporting them." I don't know what you mean by supporting them. I think that's where you lost me. So maybe you can dive in detail with
Yeah,
what you mean by that.
why are you doing that, guys? You don't got to stop doing nothing you doing. I'm not stopping doing
Yeah.
nothing I'm doing. This is another stream of income. Like you ain't got to like don't make this an either or. Don't I gotta put everything like sometimes people overcomplicate stuff. Like this ain't that. Like just do exactly what you've been doing. You know what I did when I started this? Everybody that told in my main business, everybody that told me no, I called them first. Because here's what I said. I said, it's not that those people aren't open to anything. They just didn't like. They weren't really doing they weren't really what I was doing, and that's no problem. I never took that personal. But I said, hey, look, I got something that you may like. So those are the people I called. But I wasn't like, okay, hold on, how do I make this transition? Just keep doing exactly what you've been doing, working with those
Right.
clients, working with them, and then the other people that aren't your clients, other people that aren't interested in another stream of income or using some of these tools, then you go come back to them. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, Shaq, I'm giving
Yeah,
it back.
that was good. That was good. So, as far as the products are concerned, obviously the done for you. I mean, it's super simple. Whenever you activate any of these things, they just have you submit a form. You click the submit form, and then you just give them a bunch of answers to questions. They ask you, I mean, depending on which product you buy, the full Monty asks you all the questions that every other product would ask because it's literally everything. But the engagement flow setup or the IntelliVA setup or the website build or the funnel build, it's going to be a fraction of the questions just because it's not the full it's not everything, right? It's only the whatever that product is, and it takes about 7 days after you do the submission. They tell you it's a 7 day wait period before your website will be done, and then yeah, then you'll get a live website done by a professional. The VA setup is the AI driven voice assistant. I mean, it's only the voice assistant. So you would have to program the voice assistant in order to know like what's going on in your business. You have to give it prompts like whatever it is you want the voice assistant to do. Like let's say for instance, I'll use E1U as an example of how you could leverage the voice assistant. Let's say you have people get on a webinar. Whenever you have people get on a webinar, you can actually use this system. And my business partner Brandon did it. He actually created a dynamic where he connected a basically an opt-in page before our Zoom. So whenever we do a Zoom, you can't just click it how we click the Zoom tonight to get on this training. You would have to put your name, you would have to put your number, your email, and after you do that, after the Zoom is over, we can send you text message blast. We could actually install the IntelliVA, the AI, to call those people. And all we will do is just program the AI and let it know like, okay, you're calling people after a Zoom. They already have all of the information. You call them and ask them, what did they like about it? Which package did they see the most value in? Are they ready to get started or do they need more information? Do they have any more questions? Do they need to book a call or do they need to, do they need, are they ready to get started right now? Boom, you ready to get started? Okay, look, the AI will tell them, and I keep saying, VA. The AI would actually tell them, okay, look, check your text message. I sent you the sign up link, and I also sent you can program it. I also sent you the instructions on how to do the Bitcoin transactions. You just embed the videos that you want it to use, and that way you have it automated where people are literally getting everything that they need, and you don't have to do all of the heavy lifting. I'm bringing the chat back up. May I unmute? Yeah. Oh yeah. And y'all can't unmute yourselves. I don't mind. But yeah, like that's basically how the VA setup, the VAs are set up. All you have to do is just understand the workflow that you want, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's powerful stuff. The engagement flow setup. I didn't activate this yet, but I already understand what it is. I mean, it's for like follow-ups, lead nurturing. I mean, like I was talking about with the text messages, like when people get on a call and then after the call is over, you text them. Hey, we actually have it. I'll try to see if I can share my phone screen. Let's see. Hold on one second.
But then Shaq, while you're doing that question, because I know this comes up a lot. So when I'm using these tools, I have to now use these tools for E1U Life. Is that the only business I can use it for?
Absolutely not. I'm just using that as an example. The way you work, the way you use these tools are completely up to you. Like you can use these tools for your current business. Like if you have a traditional business outside of this, you can use it for a client. Like if you have a client, the full Monty costs 6,400 credits. A lot of people don't think about this, but I mean, I want you guys to like really think on this concept. Let's say you purchase all of the packages because you see the value and the opportunity. Purchase all the packages, you'll have just about enough credits for the full Monty. I think you need a little more, right? Because I remember I purchased them all. I couldn't purchase it until I cycled a couple matrices. But once you get to that point of having enough credit for the full Monty, that's 64,000 credits. You have the access to the opportunity. You can actually sell the full Monty to a client for $10,000. Have them of AI, have them pretty much everything that they need if you chose to do that. A full developed website, everything, workflows, like they have everything literally right there. And and that paid you more money than you spent on the whole program, and you still have access to the opportunity. Crazy. Like, I mean, you could literally do whatever you want because they're your customer credits. So I see somebody got their hand raised.
It's me, Shaq. I'm the one who posted the question in the chat.
Oh,
You said
okay.
6,400, but on the website it says 64,000.
Yeah,
Is it
that's what I meant.
64,000?
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
64,000.
So the question I have is, this platform is built on Go High Level. So I've been building a Go High Level agency for the last couple of years. So I have clients already on the platform. It's just under me and not under E1U Life, right? So my
Hmm.
question is, if I move over to E1U Life, will I use my agency access? So like right now, I have clients that are using the platform. And if they need a funnel built or they need an email campaign or a website built, I'm the one who is building that for them. So if I bring my
Right.
clients over, I'm trying to understand the back end of how even my all my workflows and everything that I've already built in my account. I know that
Right.
I can transfer to another account, but some things don't transfer when you go from one Go High Level account to another agency's account.
Right.
And
So
so I'm just
so
trying to
so so
understand
I just
how
want
to,
to I want to
but
preference this. I want to say this. The question you're asking is is totally up to you, first of all. Right? If you already have an agency that you built, like the thing is you can structure an agency on that platform however you choose to. So like you can have it to where you're charging people $1,000 and they get access to the back end. You can, I mean, I've actually used that platform before as well, and I've paid. And this is the reason why I saw Go E1U as a huge value add because I was sold automations. I paid over $12,500 to automate my business, and it was basically somebody operating an agency on this platform, and that's what it was worth to me at the time because I didn't know, right?
so I can have my own agency on, that's
Listen,
my
I'm not
question.
done. I'm not done.
Okay, go
Let
ahead.
me let me explain. Like you asked
Okay,
the question, let
okay,
me make sure I
okay,
answer it.
okay, go ahead.
You can do whatever you want to do. Like there's no wrong or right answer, right? Like if you want to continue doing what you're currently doing, like Mr. Owens was saying, by all means, you can continue running your agency how you want to. If you want to let the customer or the people that you're working with know, okay, look, there's another offer. Maybe it'll help your workload. Maybe you won't have to do as much. Maybe you see the value in building it this way rather than on your own as an independent person. But those are executive decisions that you have to make yourself, right? There's no wrong or right answer to that. I can't tell you. I don't know what your business is doing. I don't know how you're operating it. I don't know how happy you are doing what you're currently doing. So
Mhm.
all of those questions aren't questions that I'm in a position to truly answer. But I mean,
So,
once you understand how this compensation plan work, and you look at how the program is structured, and you
mhm.
look at how your program is structured, if you can see transferring or letting people know what is going on here as a value add to them or to you, then do it. If you can't, then don't.
So no,
You
I see
know.
the value that I saw that immediately. My question is more a technical question
Hmm.
of whether or
I'm trying to
not,
understand the technicality of the question because
right.
it
So go high
sounded
level.
like a personal question.
No, no, no. So Go High Level has an agency model. So I'm an
I
agent.
understand that.
So when a client signs up, they're inside of my account. So my question is, when I come over to E
E1U.
E1U Life, will I also have an agency model where
No,
I can give people
no,
access to?
nobody here
Okay,
is an agency. We're
okay. So I
customers here. The
okay,
company is the agency.
okay.
That you can't it's not that's not how this works. Nobody's going to come here and become a customer of your agency. They're customers of the company E1U, right?
Mm-hmm,
Everybody here is customer. We're affiliates of that company, and
mm-hmm.
they're giving us
Okay,
90% of the revenue. That's how the business model works.
okay. I just need to understand that because I wanted to, if I bring a customer over and they're expecting me to build out their structures and so forth, I needed to be clear on that would be something they would now be depending on this organization to do instead of me. Thanks for answering my question.
No problem.
Mhm.
How would you suggest we coach and guide the people who only want to start at the $25 mark? I I don't really understand. Like you guys, yeah, please unmute because the way y'all asking these questions are like so vague. I don't really know how to approach these questions. You saying how would I suggest I coach it? I don't coach people differently on any matrix. The matrix is not, it doesn't matter what matrix. It's all the same principles. Like if somebody comes in the same way I was talking about cycling fast and working the business in X, Y, and Z way, I mean, it doesn't make a difference if that's on a $25 matrix or the $4,000 matrix. It's the same. But I don't really understand the way you're phrasing that question specifically. I mean, if they only want to start
No,
at 20.
you answered it. You answered it well enough.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Please, guys, let's just unmute and let's just have a conversation. Like it make my life easy. Please. Yes, I can't wait, especially the website and funnels. Okay, so I'm gonna get back to some product stuff. Can y'all still see my screen? Am I still sharing?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So like I think I showed y'all this on the call. But you can get back here, you can build funnels. See, the cool part is if you was to go to the platform that this company is based on, like you have to pay a lot more money out of pocket in order to get a membership with this company, with this platform. E1U is giving us access for a much cheaper price, and we can actually build as many sites as we like. Like a lot of people don't really understand the value that we're getting here, plus the opportunity. It's ridiculous. So you can come back here and you can design the site however you want to. You know, my business partner is actually a better website designer than I am. Right. I'm not really a design website type of person, but I do understand the power of the platform. I've been using this very same platform, and it cost me a heck of a lot more money than what than what this company's charging. And that's the reason why I've seen an extreme amount of value in this. And not just that, but the fact that we have an opportunity to capitalize and people can still get an extreme amount of value is crazy. So with that being said, I don't know if there's any other questions. Is there a video we can share with people over the service we actually offer? Yes. We like when it comes to the Zoom. The website do have some videos, but we do Zooms. Like I've done demonstrations of the product via Zoom. Oh wow, that alone is more than worth it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And you can get access to what I'm showing you guys right here just on the $25 package. So the thing is, you don't even have to upgrade to the highest packages in order to see the extreme amount of value. When you get to the higher packages, it just get easier. Like, see, the thing is, most people aren't looking to automate their full business and have their workflow super clean. And that's the reason why a lot of people are having hesitations with joining at the higher packages. But the reality is, if you have clean workflows, if everything is happening in a very smooth way, if somebody engages with your business, let's say somebody comes to your website, after they come to your website, they start getting emails like, "Hey, listen, we saw you see the information. We know that you're interested in the opportunity, or maybe you wanted to build automations for your business." You know, anytime somebody engages with your social media or with anything that you have going on, everything is automated with the workflows. If somebody want to book a conversation via the AI or the text messages, you have that already scheduled. So now you can just look at your calendar and know, okay, boom, I got 3 people to call. One at 8, one at 9, one at 9:30, right? You can build your community. Like a lot of people are using different platforms. Like let's say we're using Discord or Telegram. You can actually build your community on this platform, right? The blogs, if you build a website, you can add different blogs, letting people know like your experience being in this company or for whatever business that you have. Social planner for your social media. I mean, all of this stuff here is an extreme amount of value. And look how much credits they cost. It's very minimal. Every package is very minimal.
Quick question. I want to go back to the websites. You said you can do unlimited websites, like
Yeah.
literally unlimited websites
Hmm?
for different people, different
Hmm?
businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you.
So when you go back here, like you see it's 2 websites here already, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just clicked add funnel, but basically this is just a one pager. but you can do the full website as well. But yeah, I can add a new site right now as we speak, and it's nothing. It's no paywalls, nothing. Once you have access to the website builder, you can add any template, add anything, and you can publish any of these sites at any time. Only reason why I'm not publishing any of these sites is because I'm only making these sites just to show you guys you can make them. So there's no incentive for me to publish them. But look, if I click this publish button and you go to this link, it will literally be live on the internet.
Yeah, that's dope. Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you think about it, what other platform are you paying basically the equivalent of $15 and having the ability to do that? It's not happening. So, and then you also have the ability to collect 90% of any money that somebody spend to get it. Oh my God. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? So yeah, so Mr. Owens, I don't know if if like let me know if we cooking with hot grease. Are we in the right direction, brother? Let me know. And I need to make sure we headed in the right direction with this. Still there? You probably can't hear me.
Okay, can you hear me? I have a question.
Okay, by all means, shoot. I don't think he can hear me right now. But go ahead. What question you got? Who's speaking?
This is Dwayne speaking.
Dwayne, what's going on, champ?
Cool, man. I wanted to know the points with like access to the website. Does this cover many of these sites are membership sites that require monthly payments? So does these points cover you 3 months, 6 months? What's the timeline access you have? Or like, do you need to reacquire these points every month because most of them are like monthly subscription sites?
That's a good question. So let's just go back here. If you purchase the 150 credit website builder per month, right? Or and then the email marketing, that's like 300 credits if you do both of these. If you purchase the $25 package and then the $1,000 package, the $25 and the $100 package, that's 1,250 credits.
Okay.
So if you got 1,250 credits, you spent basically $125. 10% more than that. And then now you have access to 300 credits. And now you have access to 1,250 credits. So you don't really have to worry about credits for a good amount of time. You got like what, 3-4 months?
Got it.
Auto renewing.
Okay.
And that's not, and if you cycle on your matrix at all, not only did you make 7 times the amount that you actually purchased this with, but you get more credits.
Got it.
So yeah, there's
Okay.
that.
Awesome. My second question is, while there's a lot of value in the points, some people have, a need for the points and some people don't. I mean, I think I asked that question already to my sponsor, so I know it's not a service offered now, but is there future plans where you can like transfer credits internally from one person to a partner or sell it to them or something?
I can't speak for the company in that regard about what they're going to do in the future.
Okay. Okay, fair.
I wouldn't assume so though. But that's just pie in the sky, bro. I don't know.
Okay.
Any other question?
Yes, I have a question. My name
Oh
is
man,
Dana,
what
and
was your name? I'm sorry, it cut out on my end.
Dana.
Dana.
hmm
Meet you, Dana.
Um, Question is, let's say someone comes in at 1,000
$1,000
initially,
package.
right? $1,000 package initially instead of the 25. How does that work as far as them not putting in 25, 100, 500, going up to 1,000? How does that work? Do they skip all of those levels?
No, you can't purchase the 1,000 without doing the smaller packages as a prerequisite.
Okay.
So in order to purchase any matrix, you have to purchase the smaller matrices prior to. So I'll give you an example. Boop, boop, boop. Do. Oh, second. All right, here we are. So, in order to purchase any of these larger packages, you have to purchase the smaller packages first. So, you have to purchase the 25, then the 100, then the 500, then the 1,000. So, in order for somebody to purchase the $1,000 package, technically they would have came out of pocket around $1,800. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Just so you know, how long do the credits last for? And will we be getting a warning when, let's say, your credits are running out and you need to buy more to keep your site? The credits last forever. They don't expire. The sound is very low, can barely hear you guys. Is anybody else experiencing that?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Hear you loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. So it's probably on your end, whomever said that. The credits last indefinitely or forever until you use them. And will there be a warning? I don't think it's going to be a warning. I think that if you're actually actively using the platform, kind of hard to like not know that you're running out of credits. It's like if you purchase the $100 pack or the 25 and $100 package, you have 1,250 credits. Then you know it's like, okay, I purchased enough for 2-3 months, and then yeah. So I see people are raising their hands. Guys, I promise you, I'm not the most technical. I'm not the most technical savvy in the world. But you
Hello?
can unmute yourself.
Hello?
I don't know what to do with the raised hands. I hear you. I hear you. 1 second. 1 second. I want to address this. It says when someone goes up to 1,000 or 4,000, do they show you in all the matrices if you are on the 4,000? Yes. Now, somebody was speaking. By all means.
Yes. So I was wondering if we sign up, let's say you do the $25 package, we submitted our Bitcoin address. Do we automatically start, since this is automated system, does money just start going to our accounts automatically? And then we get more as we buy up?
Okay. I understood the first piece of that question, but then you kind of lost me. Can you repeat
When
that?
we buy, okay, so let's say I buy the $25 package. You know, there
Uh-huh.
was this thing where we scan a QR code with our Bitcoin
Mm-hmm.
and a Bitcoin address. So, is there some automated system where we just receive money? You know,
So let me ask you a
right
question.
now?
Let me ask you a question. Have you been on have you seen the actual presentation before?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I can tell. Like that I literally answered that on the presentation. So the way it works is everything is built on a smart contract. So the smart
Okay.
contract is a self-executing digital contract that operates on the blockchain. It's based on predefined terms and conditions and automatically processes transactions without manual intervention, right? So smart contracts are used to verify transaction agreements between buyers and sellers. Every package have a 10% admin fee on top of the package price. So the $25 package is a 10% fee. So you're coming out of pocket $27.50 worth of Bitcoin. $100 package, 10% fee, $110 worth of Bitcoin. The smart contract basically executes like by way of E1U keeping the admin fee while we get the full package price as a commission paid out through the matrix. If you want to know more details about how that works, we got a call like in 15 minutes. That's not like this. It's the presentation and it's all of the information for the actual company. You should definitely jump on that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely will. I just didn't want to, I hear other people talking about these higher, it's just a little confusing because, I just want to make sure that because I bought a $25 one.
Mhm.
I just wanted to see how it works actually, but I'll definitely watch the presentation.
Absolutely. Yeah. It'll answer a lot of your questions because there's no way to sum that up real quick. Like
Yeah,
that's
no,
a
I
full.
got you. And this is the last thing. I guess it confused me because of the where it said like the website, and do we have to get people to like get the funnel or the website? I mean, where they got to click on that stuff in order to receive money?
No, it's not a prerequisite. No, that's just what they
Okay.
purchased. It's almost like saying, you know, if somebody buy perfume, do you have to make them put it on? Like you bought it, it's yours. You do whatever you want with it.
Okay. Okay.
Aside the
Gotcha.
Coinbase.
Is
Go
this
ahead.
the link in 15 minutes? So you're going to end this and then
Yes,
do the presentation? Okay. Okay.
precisely.
Gotcha. All right.
Aside the Coinbase wallet, can I use any other wallet like Trust Wallet? Yes, you can use whatever wallet you want. Is the
Hi,
presentation going to be tomorrow at 8 as well? Yes, it's at 8 every day.
good evening. My name is Angela, and I have a question.
Hey, Angela,
So
what's your question?
the 25, can you get a 25 and $100 at the same time? Or does it?
Absolutely, you can purchase every package at one time. Okay, I want to make sure I'm really clear on this, because this is a question that I get a lot, and it's not. I understand why people are confused, but it's super simple. Like, I want to show you this visual just so you can see. Yes, it is being recorded. So these are the packages that's available other than the $8,000 package. It's coming soon, right? In order to purchase any of the packages, you have to purchase the smallest package first. But there's no limit to the package that you can purchase at that time. So you can go from 25 to 100 to 500 to 1,000 to 4,000 immediately. I had somebody join yesterday and they purchased the $4,000 package, and they just started. So they went from 25 to 100 to 500 to 1,000 to 4,000. Some people come in on a smaller package because that's just where their budget is as far as the price point, and then they earn money and then upgrade. That's optional as well. It's completely up to you, but there's no limit to which package you can purchase, but you have to purchase them in order based on the value of the package. So that's the only requirement. Is if you want a larger package, you have to purchase a smaller one prior to.
Okay, and that's one package at a time. You can't purchase 5 $25 packages.
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay, I got that. Okay. And my next question is,
You,
so
you
what
can
if,
buy you can buy credits directly from the company if you just want to buy credits, but you can't purchase multiple like packages for the Matrix over and over again. No.
okay, understand. And my next question is, so what if someone, say, gets to the $4,000 matrix and they want out, not moving to the next one? How does that like mess up the matrix for everyone else?
Is no out. It's like you're entered into the Matrix automatically as a customer. You're not doing anything to get into the Matrix. They're just adding people to the Matrix that are customers.
Okay.
The Matrix is nothing but a program that lets the company know who to pay for that customer getting involved. There's no requirements to be on the Matrix. So now there's an incentive to be on the Matrix, but there's no requirement to be on the Matrix. So if the person purchased this as a customer, they're on the Matrix automatically. Does that make sense?
It does.
So there's no, oh, I want out of the Matrix. Get me off. Like, what? You purchased the product, didn't you? Like, yes. Okay. Well, if you don't want to use it, then just log out. You already purchased it. It's like, that's it. But I don't understand why anybody would do that. But, people do things I don't understand all the time.
Right. Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, I have a question.
All means, what's your name?
Shaquita.
It broke up as soon as you said it for me, but
Yes, my name is Shaquita.
Oh, okay. How you doing, Shaquita? What's your question?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm feeling okay.
So are you guaranteed a payment from the Matrix when you join?
Absolutely not.
So you may get a payment, you may not. Is pretty much.
So you should get on the call in like 10 minutes so you can understand how the Matrix work.
Okay, I'll be on there.
Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
Hi, Shaq. Could I ask a question, please?
Yes, by all means.
Hiya. So just a quick one. I have been on the presentation a couple times, but I just want to be like in my own mind super clear. So let's say you have the $25 package, you know, your matrix fills up under you, and you've got people who've purchased 500, 1,000, you know, whatever the case may be. Your maximum payout is only going to be 175 because you only have the $25 pack.
On one matrix cycle, yes.
Yes.
So if
Okay.
people are purchasing larger matrices and you don't have it, then you're not going to be on that matrix. So whenever they are building, they're going to go to your sponsor instead of you.
Oh, okay. So I
Mhm.
could sign someone up and they get, you know, all the packages up to $4,000, and it literally won't benefit me at all because I don't have that size of package.
Until you get that package, and
Yeah.
also until they cycle. So once they
Okay.
cycle, they're still coded to you, but because the code was looking for you and you wasn't there, it went to your sponsor. You get it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So the goal is obviously to get the bigger packages as quickly as possible if you're going to be
Ex-
bringing in that kind of.
Precisely. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
precisely. That's an important question that you just asked.
Mm.
Very important. How do
Awesome.
I get the matrix? Just by making a purchase for the package. Whatever package you purchase, you also are entered into that matrix. This is great info. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you for saying thank you, I guess. Anybody else? Any other questions? We kind of got to wrap up. Get ready for the call for tonight. Some of you guys had some really good questions that, you know, the overview of the full business would answer. But I just want to make sure y'all understand that it's going to be on the same Zoom link. And just, you know, if you had a question that I basically told you, hey, listen to the full presentation, just jump on a call. I'm going to be thorough. I'm going to be clear. And I'm going to help you guys really understand everything from top to bottom. If anybody got one last question that we can answer within the next 60 to 120 seconds, by all means. But if not, we will jump off this call and get on the next one. Going once, going twice. All right.
Hey, can we get access to the recording?
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. Whomever sponsored you, or whomever is like, you know, however we can get it to you, just reach out to one of us and we'll make sure you get it.
Okay, thank you.
All right.